What's up, people? Good afternoon. How y'all doing? I ain't even... Okay, well, I'm somewhat put together. But how y'all doing? I'm coming on here because I know I hadn't written in maybe a couple of days or something like that. And, I didn't want to. You know, when you have a problem and you don't understand it, it's complex, or there are complexities inside it. You know, you still don't give up. Keep going. And that's all I've been doing my entire life. Never giving up. Keep going. Then I noticed during the times that I would carry that vibration of giving up, a lot of shit just wasn't lining up. Now, let me make sure I get you to understand what I mean. Certain shit wasn't lining up with me and my thoughts, okay, and my choice. So if I see a problem and I map it out in my mind, like, okay, I done been through this before, this gonna work this way or that way, this will happen here, whatever, right? And I break it all the way down to the end, you know. That's even for the other person too, because I already understand their behavior or their mental, you know, their gestures from their physical body. And when I go against that, things turn out, meaning a downward spiral, you know, or devilish. Even though I knew the right answer in my thoughts, but I did not do or choose that right answer in action. And so it cost me an actual action from other motherfuckers. And every time I learn that, because it's different situations that could bring that about. And people don't understand, or maybe you do, so I ain't gonna say people, some don't understand that spiritual warfare is a mental game. Everything's included in a mental game. You know, because your mental moves your whole body, controls your whole body, you know, and it can't function without it, you know, like the engine of a car, you know what I'm saying? And the heart would be the actual car itself, you know. And you can jazz it up in between, you know, your mind and your heart to get your car the way you want to, and you manifest that thing, you bring it on in. But you need to think like this. In that car, the outside, because I already said, right, that it's the heart. Guess what that is? Where them feelings at. So soon as your car gets scratched, you feel it. A ding, you feel it, you know. A small accident, ooh, you're hot, you know. Then you get that big one, bam, send you somewhere, you know. So that's how you gotta look at it. But your mind, which is the engine, it controls that steering wheel, it controls that foot, it controls that forward or that stagnant or that reverse motion, you know. And you can take charge, meaning just go with the flow, going through. Like, I'm not going to say traffic, okay? Because people might look at that like speeding. And so that's another way to understand, too. If you have two answers, and you already on the right path, you're doing it, but then you start to speed up, you know, we get it if something frustrates you here or there, but it ain't supposed to be like the whole way, and you could possibly cause other problems or destruction in other people, and you just doing it on purpose, and you're not mentally thinking about it, saying, hey, wait, don't do that. Okay? So that's like how, when I was saying just a few minutes ago, you get smacked with some devilish shit, and it's action, and you got paid for it. You know what I'm saying? On the spot, because it's action. That's what I need everybody to think. Action, on the spot. You know, that means you done been through negotiation, and everybody done came to an agreement like in a motherfucking football game, and they be like, break! You gonna execute the plan. So, spirituality, mental, you know, but when you go with the flow of all the cars, not traffic, but just all the cars, you pay attention, you realize you're in control. Paying attention means work on your fears, work on your, you know, any shit that fuck with you, really. No matter how small this shit is. You know, it's kind of like this example I give people. At the bottom of your feet, you can pull toxins out. You can also pull toxins out with like cleansing, juicing, pills, you know, water, your feet, all that type shit. And education brings us up to a point where everything connected in your foot is connected to some important shit in your fucking body. You know. And it's something about when that pain shoot up to that spot. Oh, you know it's something wrong. But guess what we do? Do we go get our feet checked out first? We get our mind checked out first. And then it flow down like this. But there are times you're going to need to get your feet checked out first. Get directly to the problem. Bing. It's the same with the nerves connected in your teeth. You know. Plus on top of it too, it can prevent you from just fucking your health up. And they got the acupuncture, same thing. It's connected to every part of your body. You know. But I need people to look at an awakening or the veil being moved, you know what I'm saying? And the gods, you know, being here and coming back as it's time for not just change, growth. Not just growth, wisdom. Real motherfucking knowledge. Knowledge, like I was saying in my writings, it adds life to your vessel. So, and people look at me and they're like, oh, she's very youthful and she's, you know, what's the other word? I'm animated, but they might say something different, you know. But this is how your mind goes to waste when you don't use it. And when you use it for all the wrong shit. It ain't no escaping it. It's done by design. That means it's done for the purpose for your ass to grow the fuck up. Change. Do something new. Invent something new. Be something better. Keep going. Like that. So when you do the same shit, yeah, your body get used to it. Even your mind. You know. And even if I had difficulties and I was going to the hospital for something, I was like, I'm not going to waste my mind, because I had that happen to me. But my mind was going. And I had a surgery for something else. I think my fibroids or something. But even after the surgery, I was like, something's up with my mind. I wasn't tripping either. You know, my short term was going, getting real forgetful, and not, understanding how to do a lot of basic ass shit that I been knew how to do, been knew how to work past, been knew all the shits, the levels. But I just couldn't reach them no more. And I was just like, why the fuck is that? And it wasn't until Mother God put that shit in my ear, which is between your brain. And she let me know they're going through a practice to take your spirit. And they already have your soul. These fucked up folk thought that once you take it, right, like my soul, that I couldn't get it back. Or once they take it, they can just switch that motherfucker out. Even I knew that's how it don't go. Period. And I correlated things with events, situations, movies, my thoughts, cartoons, all kinds of stuff. And you can see that certain things on a repetitive cycle. And everyone already knows that, because that's the only blueprint that the fallen got. So even all the shit that they've gathered, and all the education, and all the writings, they would think if they find the stuff, or they got the writings to it, discovered it or whatever, saying, hey, we did this, right? And they thought that would be it. But even the people in the highest positions knew, nah, this ain't it. It's more. And guess what? They need the more from us. That's what being a more was all about. And, when they decided to enslave us, they dissected us for the negative. You got to understand, and I know a lot of people do understand this, but they don't keep it on the forefront of their brain. Anybody that collaborated to put us in slavery, it's like they wanted to circumvent their slavery. But what they didn't pay attention to was the genocide that they already committed to their people and other people. And the genocide that they were going to be committing to our people too. And so you combine it, numbers start to dwindle in those that decided to come against us during slavery. Because it wasn't the Caucasians by themselves. It's other two. You know what I'm saying? And because what everybody ain't really fucking talking about is the fact that everybody they was slaughtering was chosen. Like, been through self-discovery, because that was something that was done at a younger age. That's what that means when they be talking about Jesus. And Jesus left at 13. You can't leave at no 13 without being mentally prepared. Because what everyone doesn't get is the fact that when you are mentally unstable, Everything's gonna fuck with you, no matter what it is. And so, really, 13 is a mastery number. Jesus mastered a lot of shit early, you know. And he decided he wanted more. That's what that means when he left. He went on a journey. And they can say all day long, oh, they don't know where he went, they don't know what they know. But see, one of the hidden things in the Bible, I've said it plenty of times, is the fact that what they did, they knew that they were the people inflicting all of the dramas, sagas, and just fuckery. They knew that shit. And they did the same thing y'all was doing, trying to hide it in somebody else's energy, trying to hide it in other chosen, trying to hide it and get to them before they get to God, you know. And those tactics have been used thousands of years, 100,000 a year, 200,000. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, if you don't understand, you gotta choose a different path than the one already laid out for you. It's really hard for you to reach divinity, because all you doing is copying somebody's work. And this is they might say, hey, this is the sure route. It is. But it's a sure route to a shitload of fuck ups too. Don't you want a route that you can like go through, and instead of fast just going through traffic, you really going with the flow of traffic? You know, you're mixing your animal instincts with your humanistic instincts, you know. Like, you can't just put that on the back burner. What's up? Huh? Yeah. Okay. My bad. Now my dog outside playing. But when we grow up and they say, hey, you too old to be doing this or to be doing that, and you need to grow up, you might not think that that is a true statement, but it is, you know. But a lot of times we'll just keep ourselves the same way, so we don't be too different from everybody else. And I know that, because I was like that at one point. And I said, damn, I'm getting fucked over while everybody else chilling, you know. So that was an indication too. I said, well, let me just see what the hell am I, you know, not doing right. And I was told several times, it won't that I won't doing nothing right. I was doing everything right. So I'm like, there gotta be a everything right blueprint some fucking where. That's the shit they hiding. So it's a no-brainer when the planet shifts and atmosphere change and like new being brought in. So once that made its way, I made my way. And I know new meaning, even if I don't have the old books. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna ask for it. I'm gonna get it. And they're gonna break it down so I can understand it. I don't care if I did have some French ancestors or something. I don't speak French. Shit, break that shit down in English and download that shit to me. The practicality. But uh, everything in this world is like so big, so vast, so a lot of shit. And your change could be anything. It could be something simple as, you know, waking up at a different time every day just to see how you feel. If you feel better than that from yesterday or it's worse. But you asking yourself because you want to introduce yourself to self. You want to learn yourself, understand yourself, you know, because that's what my thought process was all about. I need to understand me. I hate it when somebody else think they understand me or understand me better than me. I'm like, what the fuck? And the only reason why I'm like, what the fuck, is because I start thinking I'm a damn NPC. I don't, nah. You know, that, that means like whatever somebody tell you, you just do it. You don't have no question, no opinion, no nothing. No say so, no nothing. You know. And I never wanted to give up my say so. Like, damn, that's the only thing that God gave us. Choices. Not only, but the major thing. So, I'm like, why would I give that up? That means I can make choices without being hostile. I can make choices being hostile. I can make choices, you know, whatever. Under anything or anyone else. That's like being under somebody else's roof. You got to go with the rules of the house or the rules of the person paying the bills. And just have to. Till you get into your own shit. You know? But my house needs a whole complete remodel. Because when they were doing all the different spell work on me, and the kids too, you know, and I could tell the difference with the children when we go somewhere. Because when we would go somewhere, they wouldn't act so erratic. You know, they would be respectable, they would play nice and all that. They'll just understand some shit. You ain't gotta say nothing. And then when we at the house, it's just like, I just want to do some, this one. And then they just doing shit everywhere, fucking shit up. Yeah, that was me. Fell out my hand. And they be fucking shit up. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed every time. Now these are some smart ass motherfucking kids. They in gifted classes, okay? But you need to teach your kids all the time some common motherfucking sense. Because when you that book smart, they ain't got no common sense, they still gonna end up being a little loopy. Okay? That's a nice way of me not saying the other words about your children. But I would ask them like, yo, what made you just do all this shit? Fuck this shit up. Like, what's the you know what I'm saying? And they'd be like, I don't know. We way past I don't know. You read good. You write good. You know, you understand good. Your math, great. And then they might say something like, I heard a voice, it told me. I said, oh, well, you better tell that motherfucking voice when that bitch come in there. Or that nigga come in there. Say, I ain't supposed to listen to you. I'm supposed to listen to my damn auntie. And I ain't getting in trouble from your stupid ass, whoever the fuck you is. You better go somewhere. You know? That shit started working. You know? That's how your kids know too. Like, oh man, God is real. You gotta attach it to your body. You can't attach nothing to, how can I put this? That's what divination is. You attach it to your body. And everybody understand that. You want to know something about another person's body. You know what I mean? So, the reverse is when you extract it. So why don't you do the reverse of that? Pull it in. When you pull it in, you pulling it in from God. And they'll tell you, because they'll improve your health. When you improve your health, you improve your wealth. The more downward you go, the more they take. You know? And, but I would say to them, like, yo, how is you so smart and then this shit going on? And so one time my niece asked me, because I told her, I said, when I talk to God, I'm talking to God in here. Even if Auntie say some words out here, you know, because I need you to understand, if you think it, it's still talking to God or all the realms. You speak it, still doing the same thing, you know. But when you add, you know, your focus and your tone, and you mix it with all of you, takes on a whole new meaning. And talked to them for, I don't know, maybe like a week. And it's just like an open forum type thing. Showed them a few videos and stuff. And one day, my niece came to me and she said, Auntie, I did it, it worked. And I said, what you do? She said, I beat my monsters up in my dreams. I said, you did? I said, what did you, I said, how'd you beat them? And it tickled me. Man, it tickled me. She said, remember you said I can turn into anything I want? I said, yeah, because that's a superpower. It's like a weapon, you know, or outer shell, you know, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They was human in the inside. She said, I turned myself into a heart. And first I was like, you gonna kill him with love? Huh? What? Damn. You know, it sounds like I got mixed reviews. But then it hit me seconds later. Damn, that's powerful. That's what we all been doing. But I asked her, I said, so when you turn into a heart, what'd you do? She said, I gave him a hug. I said, get out of here. I said, so that killed him? She said, yeah. All the way too. She said, you know, I just popped him and turned into jello. And I said, damn. So in the negative part to that would be you squeezed him to death. But love. Jello love at that. But it worked. You know? All you gotta understand is my mind is mine. I control my mind. If you learn you and then you realize, hey, this is not how I used to be or how I used to act or what I used to do, or this isn't my opinion, this isn't how I'm feeling, and you're not able to express that, you can be verbal and saying, hey, what's going on here? There's a miscommunication. There's something drastically different in how you're viewing me or how you're taking what I'm saying, because this is what I mean right here when I break this shit down to you. It ain't to be looked at over here. And honestly, when you do that, if they still on that devil shit, they still gonna get mad as fuck at your ass. They want the argument. They want to pull that shit out of you. You know? And you can just, keep your calm and be like, nah, that's not articulating to me what you're talking about. You know? Like, you can say, ooh, you made me so mad, I want to punch you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they talk might sound They just make sounds. I don't even know another way to put it, because there's a lot of huffing and puffing and shit like that. Because they just ready to intimidate. But when you do that, you don't really have much conversation. You need conversation. You need communication. Stimulates the brain. So, you learn you. Then you're going to be like, oh, nah. If somebody's saying something like, yeah, you said, nah, I ain't say that shit. Nuh-uh. That ain't what I look like. That ain't what I sound like. And then that ain't what I stood for. I said XYZ. And that shit you on is something different. You know what I mean? And if they want to keep arguing with me about me, it's like, to me, it's like, okay, yeah, we was real cool. No, we ain't really that no more. But I just be looking at you. Sometimes I don't even say it. Because, let me tell you this. Sometimes I used to say it all the fucking time. Whatever I thought, I said it. Every time, whatever I thought, I said it. And motherfuckers be ready to fight. And I'm like, God damn, I'm just telling you the truth. You want to fight over the motherfucking truth? No. They want to fight? Because they're embarrassed. That's all it is. It's like the truth calls people out. And they don't want to be looked at a certain way in front of certain people. So I said, even in the spiritual war game that was going on with me, I said, man, there's one place where the rich and the poor gather, and they love each other all the time. You know what that is? The dope house. The trap house. It's universal. They never took it out the hood. They brought it to the hood. And then the others say, I'm inconspicuous. I'm not in where I live. I'm over here. It's universal. But if they ain't make the trap house or the dope house a bad thing, you'll have them in the suburbs too, and the rich too. Maybe it'll bring some balance. Maybe some people can understand what the fuck you should and the fuck you shouldn't do to a motherfucker. So it ain't that when you from the hood and you bringing all your hood shit everywhere you go and you making money. Damn. You do gotta adapt some nice shit. Everybody's personality different. Every situation different. You can't handle everything that's goddamn saying. And you can't look at the book and just be like, well, she didn't do what they said on this page, so I think I need to go back 3 more pages and reread because I messed up somewhere. You totally ain't even using your instincts. That's why music is so powerful. They don't want that shit to be back in the schools, because it's not only fucking with your instincts, your mind and your heart, your body too. Because it make you want to do anything. But if you just reading a book and you be getting bored or sleepy, or you in class and it ain't amusing and you going out, but then you say to yourself, I put some music on. Not only am I remembering it, I'm understanding it, finish my homework better, little shit. You gotta pay attention to that. Just with yourself. Learn you before another motherfucker do. That's really Christ consciousness at the highest level. You don't have a choice but to become a master of your life, your destiny. You know, when you are who you are. Like the song. So, I just wanted to get on here and just give y'all some other knowledge, since I didn't write in a couple of days. And hope you have a what's today? Wonderful Wednesday. Alright. That sounds good to me. Later, folks. Toodaloo.